Hey guys, Robert Webb here with the Destination NJ home selling team. Today we're doing another market update for Bridgewater, New Jersey, but we're doing something a little bit different this time. Now that we've completed Q1 of 2021, we're going to take a look at the whole first quarter and compare that to the first quarter of 2020. Before we get into it, I want to make sure you subscribe. We want to keep bringing you these market updates month over month, quarter over quarter. So if you like this type of content, make sure you subscribe, like this video. And if you have any questions about buying or selling a home in Bridgewater in these crazy times, I want to invite you to reach out to me. My information is down below in the description. Now, let's jump into the data. The first quarter of 2021 saw 165 new listings hit the market. That's actually a 16% decrease from last quarter in 2020. And those listings range anywhere from $112,000 all the way up to $1.7 million. We saw an average list price this quarter of $575,000, which is a 6% increase over Q1 of 2020 that had an average list price of $541,000. The real story is in this sold data though. Of the 165 homes that listed in Q1, we've already seen 114 of them go under contract or completely closed already. We have an average sales price this quarter of $529,000. Compare that with Q1 of 2020, where we saw an average sales price of $487, and we have a 9% year-over-year increase for the first quarter of 2021. So our average list price has gone up, our average sales price has gone up, but our days on market has decreased, which for a seller is pretty good. Last year in Q1 of 2020, we saw an average days on market. That is how long it takes from a home to list to actually going under contract of 62 days. Compare that with Q1 of 2021, and that number is now 55. That's an 11% decrease year over year in how long it takes for your home to sell. Now that we took a look at our total inventory for Bridgewater, we're gonna break it down into single family homes and then take a look at our townhomes and condos as well. On the single family side, we saw of the 155 total homes that listed, 119 of them were single family homes. That's a 23% decrease year over year from Q1 of last year. The average list price on these properties last year was $589,000. Fast forward to Q1 of 2021, and that number was $650. That's a 10% increase in list price year over year. Now, comparing the list data with the average sales price data, it's pretty interesting. Last year, we saw an average sales price in 2020 of $540,000. This year, in 2021, that number has gone up 12% for an average sales price of $603,000. It's not that surprising when you think about all the multiple bids that are happening, driving prices up. And then we get into our average days on market. Last year, we had an average days on market of 65 days. Fast forward to 2021 Q1, an average days on market of 57 days, which, consistent with our total inventory, is an 11% decrease in the amount of time it takes to get your home on the market to sold. Now, let's switch gears and take a look at our townhomes and condos. This year, we saw 46 new listings hit the market, which is actually a 10% increase in inventory compared with 42 homes listed in Q1 of 2020. It's really crazy to think that inventory has gone up in a certain section, but hey, it's not that surprising when you think about people want to get out of their townhomes and condos and move up to the single families. However, within the average list price for these townhomes and condos, we saw an average last year in 2020 of $367. This year in 2021, an average list price of $369, representing a 1% increase year over year in the average list price for these townhomes and condos. The average sales data for townhomes and condos in Bridgewater continues to surprise us. However, when we take a look at Q1 of 2020, we saw an average sales price of $339. Fast forward to Q1 of 2021, and probably one of the most surprising statistics I've done on any of these market updates is that we actually had a 4% decrease in the average sales price this year of $326,000. Now, bringing that to your average days on market on the single family side, where we had an 11% decrease. On the condo and townhome side, we had a 4% decrease, from 54 days on market last year to 52 days on market this year in 2021. It's pretty interesting in looking at all of the data. The single family side continues to be congruent with a lot of the other markets in Somerset County and how fast it's going up and the decrease in days on market. But the townhome and condo side kind of has been flat year over year, which I find very surprising. Q1 of 2020 obviously housed the shutdown, where people really just kind of got locked up and were scared to go out. It's going to be interesting to see what Q2 data looks like, because last May, or maybe it was the end of April, is when the restrictions lifted and people started going out again and buying. So it's going to be very, very, very interesting to compare the data once we get to Q2. I want to thank you so much for taking a look at the Bridgewater market data with me. If you ever have any questions, I'm here to help you. My information's down below. Call me, text me, email me. My team and I would be thrilled to help you. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you next month.